Alright, so I got this from Amazon. It was like $7. I will have a link to all the stuff that worked here down below. This had quite a few reviews that it worked great with the Raspberry Pi. Apparently there's a lot of problems with certain dongles not working with them. So maybe I just got one that wasn't bad, but just wasn't really compatible with the Raspberry Pi. So we're going to plug this in and see what happens. And then because it was rebuilding the file system and stuff, and I rebooted it so much, I just went ahead and reflashed this guy again, just like I did before, with a brand new fresh image. And so I'll put my SD card back in here, like so. And then we're just going to go ahead and plug in. I'll zoom in on this a little for you. We're just going to go ahead and plug in our USB right here. A little USB hub. And then I've got the keyboard and the game controller. I'll plug those in. Okay. And then I've got the power here. So I'll go ahead and focus you over to the television and then we'll look at the power. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead first here and just turn the TV on. And it's already set to the right input. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and put our power to it. And there's our Raspberry Pi there. Let's see what happens. Resizing the root file system. Okay. And rebooting. Now it's coming back. We've got our little Raspberry Pi boot logo thing, and it's booting up, it looks like. I do have power now on this guy. The power light's on, so that's promising. Let her boot up. Exciting times. Restart job is running for something. It said reach target login prompts. Alright. RetroPie login, Pi automatic login. Alright, we got an emulation station. It's loading. Okay, so now it says one gamepad detected. That's an improvement. So, hold a button on your device to configure it. So I'm just going to hold down my A button here. Alright, so now it says D-pad up. So I'm going to press the up button. D-pad down, press the down button. D-pad left, left. D-pad right, right. I'm going to hit the start button. I'm going to hit the select button, and I'll hit A, B, X, Y. Left shoulder, there. Right shoulder, there. Now I don't have a trigger, so I think what you do is you press and hold down a button to skip it. So I'm just going to press A and hold it down. Yep, and then press A and hold it down. Press A and hold it down. And then it'll just leave those as not defined because I don't have those on my controller. I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm just holding A down. And then hotkey, from what I've been reading, you want to hit your select button for that. And then we'll say OK. Alright, I just held A down. So input config finish command, type is joystick, blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna hit A. Yep, okay. So now select audio output. Well, we want HDMI for our audio output. So we'll select that. Okay. Now we got some cool stuff. So I know that there's a problem, but with the default configuration, if you have to type pounds and at signs and stuff like that, because by default, since this is made in England, this image, they have it set for a British or UK keyboard, and so we have to go and change it to the US keyboard before I'm going to be able to get my Wi-Fi set up. So I believe what we do is we hit F4, and that takes us to this terminal. And let me look and see what the configuration command was again. Raspi-config. So now we do sudo, which is what tells it to run like it's root. Because the $sign right there in Linux means you're not root. A pound sign would mean you were root. So I think this is based on like a Debian distro. So you have to do the sudo command. They don't let you become root. So sudo ras. Now, let me see. Let me check again. What was it? Raspi. I think it's Raspi-config. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So now option 2, network options, boot options, localization, set up language and regional settings. Let's do that. Change locale. Let's try. I guess it's thinking for a minute. Oh boy. Let's say so AR. Hopefully there's one down here that maybe starts with a US. ES. FI, FR, Y. US. Come on. All the way down here. I'm not seeing a US. I see UK. And then a bunch of Z's. UR. Okay, look. What language, country, characters, coalition. Let me see if it shows here. I got this video. Change locale. Oh, change. I'm just supposed to change the keyboard layout. Okay, I'm going to escape out of here. Okay, good. Alright. So, you go into localization options, but then you change keyboard layout. That's number 3. It says this may take a short while. Okay. Well, let's see what they chose to go to a US keyboard. I'll make this full screen. Oh. Okay, so it's a generic 105 key keyboard is what we want. Generic 105 key keyboard, okay. And then we want to come down here where it has all this UK stuff, and we go to Other. And then we go English US. And then let's see what the next step was there. English US. So they went to Other, English US. Let's see what it's doing here. English UK, English US. And they went. Up at the top, there's just another English US. That's what we want. Alright. Some cover the Alt-DR as a modified key. Use input some characters. Let's see what they put here. Anyway. Looked like he said right Alt-GR. And then he hit something here, I think right control. Oh, he said no. Let me play it again, make sure he said no composite key. Yep, so no composite key, no compose key. There we go. So you may not even need to do this if see where that's where I type my 2 characters, and it hasn't changed the keyboard layout yet down there. Okay. So now we'll just say finish. I don't know if we can just do exit. And if it'll come back. Yep, it'll reload emulation station. I'm not sure if we're supposed to hit A there. Yep, okay. So now I think we can come down here to our Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay, on a Raspberry Pi 3 Model B, your Wi-Fi will be disabled until your country is set. Well, we have a Raspberry Pi 0. You can use Raspberry components available from the RetroPie menu. Do you want me to automatically launch Raspberry config? Well, yeah, we're going to do that. Let's say yes. Okay. I guess that'd be under network. Select. Okay, there's a Wi-Fi. Select. And so, let me see if I can hit U on my keyboard. Yeah, that'll take us down to the U's. And so here's the United States. Wi-Fi country is set to US. Okay. So now it's taking us in here where we can enter our SSID. And then our passphrase. I'll put my passphrase in here. Okay. We'll do finish. And then connect to Wi-Fi. Okay, it's got all my, got these SSIDs. There's mine. Okay, let me try this again. Okay, it's taking its time. Let's see if it types my, it did type those 2 characters right down here in the bottom corner. I just typed it while it's thinking. And now it says it's connecting. Oh yeah, there we go. We got our IP address right here. And that's going to be important because we browse to this IP address from our PC to put our ROMs on. So we're connected. And so 10.100.110.148 is my inside IP. So, well, that's the range inside my network. 148 is its IP. We'll say OK. Oh crap, I don't know how to cancel. I was already connected. Okay, so I go exit. Alright. So, I think that's all we have to do. Not players choose host client IP delay frames or nickname file manager. Basic file manager. ES themes installer, upgrade emulation station themes, configuration editor, Bluetooth. This is where you could probably connect a Bluetooth controller. Audio. Okay, so I don't know if we have to go back to menu. Let's try to see if we can hit this thing and put the ROMs on it from the PC here. Okay, so it should have like a Samba share, which is like a Windows share. So we should be able to open up our Explorer and go in here and type that IP address, which was //10.100.110.148. Let's see. Yep, there. So here's this ROMs folder. We're going to the ROMs folder, and then I think there should be SNES right here. I think that's just where we put our ROMs at. So I have some ROMs out on my server. I'm only going to put ROMs on here and play them for games that I own, but I think it downloaded a whole bunch of them, but for copyright reasons I don't play the ones I don't own. So let's see here. I'm going to open up another file explorer, and then I should have a drive map to my Linux server, which is here, and then I should have games, ROMs, ROM collection, and SNES ROM. And so I know I have Super Mario World. Let me find that. Or I have Super Mario All-Stars as well. Let's see if we can find that. Super Mario RPG, Super Mario World. I think this is the Super Mario All-Stars right here. I know I also have Super Mario Kart. I have Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. That'll be the three I'll choose for right now to test it out with. Alright, we'll copy those over into that folder. And just so, since this is on YouTube, I don't want to get sued by Nintendo or anything, I do have those games. Like, I even got Kirby, I've got Top Gear, there's Wario's Woods, there's the Yoshi's Island, and Super Mario All-Stars, and there's Donkey Kong, there's the Super Mario Kart. So yeah, I own a bunch of these. I'm just doing this because my Super Nintendo is broken. I got the games, but I don't know where to play them. Okay, so they're here. So now let's get back over the TV and figure out how we get them to load up and play. Okay, let me find where I put my controller. I don't know. There's a B for back, so let's hit that. Okay. Start is a menu. Driver sound settings, game collection settings. Let's look at that. menu. I don't know, custom game collections. Create new custom collections. How do I get it to play a game? Not sure. But don't make this like real intuitive. Oh, that's not what I want. Yeah, I bet if I go into my file manager, see what's in there, see if I can see them. Okay. Huh. There's ROMs. And then if I go down here to SNES, you just have to hit the button on the controller every time. Let me use my arrow key. There's SNES. And I see these. Okay, so how do I get out of here? Let me try to exit. If I hit start to go to menu, that comes up. So I would think it'd be under this game collection settings. Menu, game collection settings, custom game collections. It won't let me select anything there. Create new custom collection. Oh, no, that's if you want to give it a name. Other settings. No, that's nothing I want to mess with. Let me pause the video, do some reading, and see what I can figure out, and I'll be back. Okay, so we're where I was, and it basically says in the instructions that after you load the ROMs, in order for it to see them, you have to restart it. So, let's go menu. Quit, I don't see that. Let's see, A. Is there a restart? Well, I know I can do Alt F4, or I can just do F4. That'll get me to a command prompt. I probably could just power cycle it, but shut down now, -R. There we go. That way it shuts down clean. Alright, we're going to let it boot up here. when I normally have to plug a keyboard in. Okay, so now it's got my Super Nintendo right there. 3 games available. Alright. So, Super Mario World. Yoshi's Island, Super Mario RPG. I think this is Super Mario All-Stars. Let's see. Launching it, press the button to configure. Errors are logged here. Okay, there it goes. Alright. Do I have sound? Oh, this is Super Mario 2. I have that too. Sounds a little goofy. Oh, this is different. Okay, Legend of the Seven Stars. So if I do select, can I get back to another game? Start? Okay, there you go. Start. Seems a little laggy. I think I might need a faster Raspberry Pi. Of course, it was just the entry screen that was a little laggy. I can deal with that. Just let me start already. Come on, let's play. I mean, this is like one of the very first kind of 3D attempts at Mario there. Oh yeah. Okay, how do I get out of this? Let's do Super Mario Kart. That one came out earlier. It might not be as processor needy. This one seems pretty good. Well, I shot a turtle shell at the princess.
I recognize that sound anywhere.
Hi.
I recognize that sound anywhere.
There's nothing like Mario to bring the kids around.
Yeah, it's so nostalgic. Can I try?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. How do I forget how this game works. No, kind of. Man, the controller is so touchy.
You got a mushroom. You got hit. This one.
Oh. I'm so bad at this game.
You're going the wrong way.
Yep. I'm in last place. Controls are so touchy, but this game is kind of nostalgic.
This is the very first Mario Kart ever.
Yeah. Get over here. Oh. Any other NES games?
Yeah, we're gonna load some other ones on there. I'm gonna finish my video.
Okay.
Alright folks, so it seems to work. It seems like that Super Mario RPG doesn't quite have the processor to run it well. Let's try Super Mario World Yoshi's Island.
Yes!
Well, that brought you back, huh? Now, Yoshi's Island is one of those last games that they came out with, and I think it's got like a separate processor thing that's normally built on the card of the game and stuff. So it's going to be pretty processor intensive.
I remember this game. It was so fun when I was a kid.
You played this game a lot.
Yeah.
When you were like 3 and 4.
Yeah,
we're going to do like a new one.
Yeah. You just want to take turns and you'll go first?
It seems to run okay so far. I remember when you were little and windows would pop up and you'd be like, what does it say? You couldn't read yet? You beat this game before you could even read. I'd like to just start the game.
Yeah, I wish there was like a skip button.
Yeah, no kidding. Welcome to Yoshi's Island.
Why do you have it as such... Why do you have it like a lot of volume on that? Yeah. Oh god. I hate that sound when the baby was crying. It's like so annoying. You gonna get your eggs? Here, can I try?
I gotta get these eggs right here.
Yeah, then I can try. Here.
You just jump on them?
Yeah, it's like this. Yeah.
Okay, and then go up here and get them?
Yeah, if you want to, like, you know, that, you know, like, yeah, the double jump, you just gotta press, like, the jump button twice.
Here, you do it.
Okay.
Oh, there was a little lag. Oh, yeah. I think we're going to need a more powerful Raspberry Pi. Just having a hard time keeping up.
Oh, the lag is real. Oh crap, I don't have any eggs. Dang it.
Oh, you messed up.
I won't mess up this time. Save it. Save it. Don't you got anything else to do? Huh?
It's lagging pretty bad.
Right. Hey, get out of here.
Ooh, that thing's getting hot. Let me try cooling it down a little.
What's hot?
What, the processor on that's getting a little warm. Ooh, keep playing.
Okay.
I want to make it lag, and then I'm going to spray a little, freeze it on it, and cool it down. See if it's thermal throttling.
A little bit better, I think.
Yeah, it gets better once I cool it down.
I think we have it about up to 10 eggs or something like that. How many do I have so far? I got. Alright, let me see if it increases. Hello?
Are you guys gonna go? Just go play. Yeah, it's still lagging even though I'm cooling it.
A little bit.
It's not lagging quite as bit, but this thing just don't have the processing power for it.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
How that's so funny?
I just think it's great. I got this thing pretty well frozen now, and it's still. Alright, folks, so I think that kind of answers the question. Can you use the Raspberry Pi Zero to run Super NES games? I think if you're playing basic Mario, probably can. Yoshi's Island's gonna be laggy. You're probably gonna want to get a stronger Raspberry Pi than the Pi Zero to do this.